be willing to just blow it. You know, everyone wants to do that amazing burner. Everybody wants to do that one thing that makes everybody break their necks when they turn to look at it. But the failures that you have trying to get there are just as important as any of the, you know, incredible burners you might produce throughout your career. My name is East. I'm a graffiti writer from Chicago. I moved to Colorado in 1998, really just on a whim. I had no goal set to come here, just you know, had an offer to come and live here for the summer and ended up staying. I'm what's called, you know, a letter technician. My main focus has always been on letters and lettering style and seeing how many types of different lettering styles I can do. That's what's always captivated me. So typography is really where I tend to focus. I think just having good flow, you know, some balance. It doesn't have to be like a mirror image balance where the beginning and the end kind of mirror each other, which, you know, happens a lot in graffiti. I think just knowing that your eye moves through the piece from beginning to end really well, and that it looks like it's solid and it's balanced. I mean, shows good typography. It shows you know how to structure a letter, how to utilize a letter, and how to connect one letter to the other. So I always look for flow, structure, and good balance. Colors are a whole nother, you know, they're a whole nother tool, and they're a powerful tool. You know, you can do all kinds of things with color. But I think being a letter technician myself, if you can impress somebody with just two colors, a light and a dark, and really make that into something, then you've really got a solid foundation for typography and for lettering. Well, when I was a kid, trains were everything. Whether you were riding on the train or riding the train somewhere to see the graffiti on the walls surrounding the train tracks, you know, it didn't matter. You know, freights when I was a kid were kind of a joke. Now it's become a whole cult, a whole scene, and one that I like to participate in. It's changed things. The internet and seeing stuff on trains has definitely changed things. When I was younger, specific cities mostly had specific styles. Now you start to get influences that are bleeding in from all over the world. And so you might go to a small town somewhere that you've never been before, but their style might look like something from a city in Europe that they've never even been to, because they have instant access to all these different artists and different styles from all over the world. So it's much different in that way. It's definitely changed the style of a certain city. Like, it's hard to go to a city now and recognize that city by a specific style, because so much other influences have bled in via the internet. And you know, and you know, it's not to say that's a bad thing. It's kind of cool too to be able to see what's going on and how other people are painting and how other people have taken this art form, you know, in other countries and in other cities around the world. So you know, it's made writers and artists grow quicker than when I was a kid, because we were still making it up and still figuring things out. And all these influences now are much more instant because of the internet and Instagram and everything like that, and it's caused people to jump up ahead. You know, it might have taken me 10 years, kids are doing it in 2 to 3 years now. So originally I was just distributing art products to this store where I rent space called Community Service, and they wanted to expand on their clothing and stop carrying Urban Art Supplies, because Urban Art Supplies tends to be a very high volume, high turnover item that you have to constantly be putting money into and keep stocked. They were just finding that difficult to do while trying to expand their clothing. So rather than being their distributor for these supplies, I then decided to move in as a retailer and leave my job at 12 years to take a chance on retailing these products, and you know, and get more on, you know, hands-on with the people who were buying the products, so they have the ability now to come here and you know, learn from an artist who's been doing this for 31 years and get my experience or my feedback on these products. And it's turned out to be a really good thing. You know, people have been receptive and people enjoy it. This has become a bit of a gathering spot for a lot of the local writers, and you know, that was a goal from the beginning, and it's great to see that it's actually working out that way. Well, in doing it and keeping the shop simple and clean, it really speaks to the product. That way there's nothing, you know, that shouldn't be there that's, you know, distracting you from the colors or from the product. One of the reasons I use black shelves is because a lot of the bright colors on the caps of the paint then spring forward, and you can see them a lot clearer. So by keeping things simple and keeping it clean, it allows you to really concentrate on the products themselves. Right now we kind of play it by feel and by ear. You know, we are expanding a little bit. We've expanded the shop physically, carrying more products. We're trying to do one-stop shopping so that you don't have to go to other places. You can buy all the supplies you need to buff out your wall while buying the spray paint and the caps you need to do your burners, your murals. And we're starting to private label some inks and some mops and stuff. So, you know, it's a slow growth, but more than anything, we just want to be that shop that helps support and impact the community. You know, support the artists and be artist ran and owned. And I think that's important, that when you're dealing with these kind of products, that you buy and you support writer and artist owned products and companies. When it starts to divide, and I can try to make it better, but the farther we climb, it's like we'll be climbing forever, still